We're up to day 4, and the word is exotic. Here's the picture that I'm using for that. We've got our duck protagonist, and he's just saw something that he finds exotic. So what we're going to concentrate on today is the figure of the duck again. And you can probably notice a couple things about this. It's a lot cleaner look that I've drawn for this, and the eyes are open. And there's a reason for that. He's kind of shocked. Most of the time I draw that duck, the eyes are closed, kind of a resting blank face. But here he's seen something that stunned him a little bit. But what I want to concentrate on in terms of the inking is what's going on underneath his bill and on his chest. And I want to show you something for a minute. That when I figured this out, it was kind of a big deal for me. I thought it helped a lot with my artwork. Maybe it will help with yours as well. So I'm going to try and get this on here. So here we're back to Rcrumb. We're back in the Apex book. Look underneath this figure's chin. This is a incredible drawing, by the way, showing the grotesqueries and all the convolutions in the face and the inking he's done to bring all that out, the dimensionality, if that's a word. I think it is. Incredible work. But what I want to point out is what's going on underneath the chin, both on the chin and underneath. Maybe I'll use my pen here as a pointer without getting any ink on the page. So there is a shadow underneath the chin. Our heads extend out, and if I pop over here for a minute, you can see that our chins extend out over the neck, over the chest. So they create an area which is constantly, at least if the light is coming down from overhead, but also if it's coming from the side, just by the nature of the beast, you'd actually have to be lit from beneath to completely remove these shadows. Even light coming straight onto the face isn't going to quite do it. So here you've got how he's worked it. He's got very strong lines along the chin line, suggesting that we're starting to get into shadow from the hair, even from the ear maybe, all the way to the chin here where you're getting some shadow on the double chin there from under the actual chin, and then you can see the shadow underneath, which is created by the actual head on the neck. So it's this area that I'm interested in, and I want to draw your attention to. There's always a shadow there. So when you're drawing your figures, you're going to want to address that somewhere or another. And if you look over here, we've got kind of the same profile that we're going to be working with in a minute. And this shadow is going to manifest itself as lines along the bottom of the chin, disappearing as they approach the front of the chin, as they would because light's hitting there. And then it's also going to be on the neck, because that's going to be in shadow. So let's see what we can do with that. So here's our figure again. Let's go ahead and outline the head with that heavy outline. That, whoops, there's a unfortunate stray mark there. Maybe that's just a little bit of feathering gone awry on a bad hair day. Maybe that's a happy mistake, as Bob Ross would say. Bring that down. Or what was his line? There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Something to that effect. Well, I don't know if that's always true when you're working with ink, but it might be true in that case. Okay. We'll go ahead, I'll do the eye here. Very light touch. We'll do the nostril, the bill line, a bit of a line here suggesting that we've got an upper and lower bill. And just to finish things out, we might as well draw the hand in. Not hitchhiking here, he's just got his thumb up because he's holding the strap of the backpack, our famous backpack from day 1. And you can see that strap right there. All right, Okay, enough for that outlining. All right, let's actually get into the shading that we were talking about. So I want to address two things. I want to address, and obviously he has a much bigger chin than most human beings would, but the idea is going to be the same. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to start introducing lines. And I'm going to follow contours. I want to create this illusion of three-dimensionality. I don't want to go too high because I'm trying to suggest the light is coming from up above. About like that. And I don't want to go too far in the front because I don't want to imply that there's a shadow on the front. I want that to be lit. And then also I have to address this place under here. Now, if it was head on, I'm actually going to go ahead and draw in his chest line. That would be helpful. If it was straight on, I would do this a little differently. You'd see the kind of outline of the bill. We're not going to quite get that from the side. But there you are. The fact that that's in shadow. And I'm also going to put, while I'm at it, some lines here on the bottom of his fingers and here, and maybe here, and just a few here. And there you go. You've got the idea of shadow, and let's go ahead and fill out the pupil. All right. So there is our idea of shade underneath the chin of your character and on the neck, and how important it is to kind of create that. It's always there. There are almost no light conditions which would, alleviate that shadow, unless we're talking literally a light that's coming directly up. All right, very short one today, but that's okay. The last couple have been fairly long. See you for day 5 binoculars.
There's a whole lot more in the Real Toy Chest of Doom. Gently tap the subscribe button to ensure that you're not shut out from any of the play. Cheers.